Happy Veterans Day, and what better way to celebrate the freedoms we have in our country than by flying a brand new RC plane. This is one of those rare opportunities that I am able to jump in front of the camera and show you guys an airplane that basically nobody knows about, and I've got some really good news. Here's full throttle. Pretty fast on a 3S battery. Let's climb it. This is so awesome. I just feel like privileged to be able to bring you guys this airplane and show this to you, because I looked, there are very few videos or anything on this airplane.
Can you do a touch and go?
Oh, sure, I'll try. And then assign it to a switch on my radio, and it just works. Now, why aren't all of them like that? Oh, oh, that's nice. That was a really nice, like,
solid.
It grabbed.
Yeah.
Down. It was almost like magnetized wheels to the ground. That was awesome. Now I don't have any type of telemetry on here, so I'm gonna have to land. What's my flight?
I think you're at like 7 minutes.
Okay, yeah, we're okay. These are great batteries. You know what's really funny, guys? This has an XT60 plug, but I'm actually using my Spectrum Smart batteries in here because, oh, that wind pushed my wing really hard.
You're getting brave. Ooh, there's the wind. Get up higher a little bit.
Oh, the wind, you guys, come on.
Every time you come in, it picks up. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, look at the grass. Yeah, yeah, riding a wheelie on that landing. Look at that. This giant airplane, Abby, what do you think it should cost? Because I was actually really surprised.
Well, that's a huge wingspan.
It's big, yeah.
I'd say like, does it have flaps?
Flaps, yes.
What else does it have?
It has
you
lights.
Tell me something about it.
Okay, it's brushless, it has flaps, it has lights. It has a flight stabilization chip on board that you can bind up to any receiver.
Wow.
It's 5 channels. Oh, it's 6 channels if
like
you count that.
350?
It's a good guess.
Yeah.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Also, there's a version of this with floats.
Oh man, so 375?
Well, sure. This is $230.
Really?
Yeah. And if you get the version with floats, it's $250, but guess what? I got the version with floats. It also comes with the tricycle landing gear, steerable wheel, and we have an exclusive, I love this, TheRcSaylor coupon code. We're gonna fly this, let you guys know.
Down in the description box.
So you have to pair the coupon code with our link. This is from a mom and pop hobby shop, okay? It's in the States. You'll get this in like 2 days shipping. It is paired with our link. You click our link, it supports our channel, right? And then we have a $30 off coupon code with this airplane. This
Wait, so that means the cheaper one without the floats is $200?
$200.
What?
That's like the cheapest giant airplane, and it's an amazing brand.
Like, hold on.
It's 1450 millimeter.
That's huge.
It's huge. That is a massive airplane. So, great news to celebrate Veterans Day, just to celebrate you being a subscriber to the TheRcSaylors. And check this out before I fly, before I take off. Look how much room is in there.
Wow.
Now, that is crazy. My receiver I mounted on the side. The flight stabilizer is back there. All you have to do is plug all the existing wires from the stabilizer into your receiver. 5, 6 things plug in, depending on what you want to have. And tons of room. Now, this flies on a 3S battery too. 3S battery, and you could put like a 5,000 milliamp battery in there if you wanted to. It says on the website it'll fly for about 15 minutes on like an average 2,000, 2,200 milliamp LiPo. So guys, I am pumped. Let's fly. Check out how much control surface movement we have. You can really see it with the elevator, and then the front wheel, it makes the whole plane move because the front wheel steers. And look, I love tricycle landing gear because we can straight up Tokyo drift this, Abby. You see? We got this Tokyo drift going on a dime. Oh, the wind is coming in the worst possible direction. It is at our backs. And I'm just gonna take off without flight stabilization at all. Just fly this like a normal plane. Because I set up the flight stabilization, I wanna see, you know, I gotta get it to fly straight and then I'll kick it on. But guys, give this video a like while I taxi out here. If this video hits 2,000 likes, I will put the floats on and we will fly it off of water. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, here we go. Oh, beautiful,
wow.
Beautiful. Beautiful, gotta fight that wind. Killed the flaps, fighting a little wind. Just had to pick up my airspeed. That's why that takeoff was just a little bit shaky. But this is good. This is good. I thought I'd need a lot of trim. Check this out, Abby. So it's flying really good. The wind picked up. I really tried my best to beat the wind today because this is actually Veterans Day. I built this last night thinking I wanted to do something special for Veterans Day. And what do you guys think? A $230 airplane priced very appropriately. In fact, I would say a very good price. And then we come up with a $30 off coupon. Now here's the good news. We're gonna have this version and the float version linked in the description box. If you decide you want the float version, it comes with these landing gear. It's $20 more, it's $250, but with that coupon code, it's $220. So there are lights on this too, but my receiver didn't have enough channels to plug in the lights too. I opted for flaps and flight stabilization. Okay. So we've flown it around a little bit scale in this gusty, windy day, but let's do a full throttle pass. There's a lot of things that I want to throw at this airplane and see if it can handle. Here's full throttle. Pretty fast on a 3S battery. Let's climb it. We'll do a little bit of maneuvers, a little bit unscale. I love these wing struts on this airplane. They're held on with body clips. Main wing is 2 pieces and it's held on with four metal screws. Not a bad setup, easy to put together. Took me about an hour or so. Kind of distracted while I was doing it. There we go. Okay, this is flying really good. The roll rate is really nice. Let's see if it can handle a loop. Are you ready to throw a loop at this? Here we go.
Ready.
No flight stabilization yet. Look at that jet. We just did a loop around that jet way up there. Wow, that's cool. I almost never see any flying in that direction. Wow. And on this next pass, I'm gonna turn on the flight stabilization and see how it does. Okay, here we go. I'm up a little high because you never know. Flight stabilization is on. It should be full flight stabilization, very similar to other things like safe. That's hands-free, and I'm just trying to decide, is that wind pushing me in that direction? I think so. So that's a full bank. It's not letting the plane roll over. And there, let's get the nose in the wind so we can get a good feel for this. It might need a little bit of down trim, but there you go, guys. With the stabilization, there's hands-free. Okay. Keep in mind, it's a really windy day. So actually, I'll fly in this mode for a minute, but I prefer to fly without this on just because I have a little bit more freedom over the airplane. But let's get a nice slow pass in with the stabilization on. This wind has picked up like crazy. It was calm as could be when we left. There's half flaps on with stabilization. Nose is into the wind, but that's a pretty nice slow pass. Throttle up, and I'm going to turn stabilization off and just fly with no stabilization at all. Really have a good time with this airplane. This is so awesome. I just feel like privileged to be able to bring you guys this airplane and show this to you, because I looked, there are very few videos or anything on this airplane in comparison to, you know, a lot of things that are out there. And for something to be so big, even under $300 is pretty mind-blowing. Why isn't this more popular? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful airplane. Seeing if I can do a little inverted vlog on this here. The wind is, you know, it's got me a little bit scared. That's why I'm 3 miles high. But let's try to bring it in some. Oh, this flies great. Man, this is what you want out of an airplane. You can plug in whatever receiver you have, whatever brand, and make that flight stabilization work. I didn't have to program anything. I didn't have to touch anything in the radio. All I had to do was plug in the flight stabilization to the 5th channel on my receiver, which is what it asked for.
Can you do a touch and go?
Oh, sure, I'll try. And then assign it to a switch on my radio, and it just works. Now, why aren't all of them like that? Oh, oh, that's nice. That was a really nice, like,
solid.
It grabbed the ground. It was almost like magnetized wheels to the ground. That was awesome. 0 throttle. Oh, look at that wind, you guys. Look at that.
Oh my gosh. You're like crooked in the air.
I had to get a little bit of throttle. Oh, that
one was rough.
You saw that wheel just
did.
take the brunt of the hit. Not really happy about that. And I have to give them props. This assembly was really easy. It just, everything pieces together. I got a couple build tips for you guys. So at the end of this video, I want to show you a couple things that might save you, you know, 5-10 minutes. But I'm thinking by the time this video is over, if you haven't ordered it, unfortunately, we want you guys to keep watching, but some people are going to stop the video, pause it, and go order it. It's very likely this will be sold out by the time the video is over, because I have not seen anything this big, this high performance, and this price for years. You just don't get anything like this at this price. Nobody in the comments, nobody can name an airplane.
Isn't this kind of like a Tundra? Like the Durafly Tundra?
Wheels, but
that's all it's missing, right?
Tricycle gear, but yeah, that's about the. But you know what? The Tundra is just.
I don't like those big wheels though. So.
Well, this looks great. I mean,
I like this one. It looks really good.
It does look really good. Now this, a lot of people ask, will this be able to handle grass? Yes. You can actually take off those wheel pants.
Whoopsies.
Or skirts, whatever you want to call them. You can take those off, and then you'll have a lot more clearance. They do look nice, yes, but you need some pretty short grass for those to be able to function well. Now, I don't have any type of telemetry on here, so I'm going to have to land. What's my flight?
I think you're at like 7 minutes.
Okay, yeah, we're okay. These are great batteries. You know what's really funny, guys? This has an XT60 plug, but I'm actually using my Spectrum Smart batteries in here because, oh, that wind pushed my wing really hard.
You're getting brave. Ooh, there's the wind. Get up higher a little bit.
I will not going to encourage this, but you can plug in the IC3 plug to an XT60 port. I don't encourage you to do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
It fits. It's just a little bit on the tight side.
At least don't do it and then blame us if something
That's right.
wrong
That's
happens.
basically why I'm saying that. No glue on this airplane except for the antennas to put it together. There's a little, I had to come in this way because of that wind. Oh no! Hey, what a forgiving front landing gear.
You need to try again, sir.
I'll redeem it. Let's go. I'll redeem it. It's windy, Abby. It's so hard to fly in this much wind.
That's what you get for saying, hurry up, get out the door. There's no wind. And the second we get up here, there's always wind. You should know that. Even
if I can do this.
If there's no wind at home, there's always wind here.
So half flaps to help me slow down, and I've got to land this way. Look at that shadow on the hillside. There we go. That's what I needed, a nice slow approach.
The wind picks up.
Oh yeah. Oh, come on. Look, see the leaf? That's telling you how it's windy. Should I go again? Still?
Yes.
Okay.
You had a beautiful touch and go.
Whoa!
Are you on a roller coaster or are you flying in a plane?
Look at that shadow on the hillside. It's so awesome.
Are you doing this with stabilization?
No, it's off. I prefer to fly this with it off, I guess. It's a fine stabilization, but it's really windy.
You're flying like you might need it. I'm just kidding. This is coming from someone who always needs stabilization.
Oh, the wind, you guys. Come on.
Every time you come in, it picks up. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, look at the grass. Yeah. Yeah, riding a wheelie on that landing. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I said I had some build tips for you guys. I want to show you a couple things that'll save you some time when you're putting yours together. This is a really awesome airplane. That front landing gear is like a little bit flexible. When we came in hard like 3 landings ago, it like bent, but it just bent right back. That was really surprising how forgiving that is. Wow. That wind has picked up significantly since when we started this video. There was no wind when I took off, and now they're just getting slammed with wind. There's a storm blowing in tonight. That's another reason I wanted to fly today, but I have some build tips, some assembly tips for you guys. The wing struts go on a certain way. When they're fitted in here properly, they fit like a glove. So basically, it doesn't matter left or right, but it does matter the orientation. My tip to you is just to dry fit it before you try to put the body clips on, because it fits much better one way than the other way. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is more significant. When you're doing the landing gear caps back here, there are these little caps that hold these landing gear on. There's 2 screws on each one that hold it in. It's actually 1 set of landing gear, so it's 2 caps, 4 screws holding the whole set on. It's the same screws that hold the front tricycle landing gear in, and the same size screws that hold the main wing on. Actually, you can see there's up here. But these caps, they give you a total of 4, and it's because when you put in your float landing gear, the front 2 go up here and the back 2 go here. Now, at the first glance, they're going to look like exactly the same size, but they're not. I think the smaller 2 actually fit up front, and the larger 2 fit in the back, and they fit a certain way. So it's best to dry fit those, just lay them in the little housing before you try to put the landing gear on and force them into place. I forced one side into place and then realized they all have a certain place that they go. So I know those are very small, but that probably took me 10 minutes to figure out, you know, just like backing the screws out and realizing, oh, those do go in a certain way. So not really clarified in the instructions, but the instructions are, I can't even, like, it's taking my breath away, the wind. The instructions are actually amazing. The pictures, the details are perfect. Those are the only things that the instructions did not mention that I think could save you a few extra minutes. This, I love even the prop assembly on this. It's one that doesn't require a ton of extra tools to tighten the nut down or anything. It just goes together very well. I'm really impressed with this airplane, and I know you guys watching are too. This is probably the biggest, cheapest, best performing 3S, best looking airplane we've seen all year. There's nothing that compete with this that could compete with this price. Maybe something that's cheap China, and you're taking a huge gamble, but this is quality. It's absolutely quality. Again, linked in the description box, so you are helping to support our channel and our family. And then when you click that link, there's a coupon code to save you $30. Hopefully by the time you're ending this video, it's still in stock. This is gonna sell out fast, it's crazy. For this awesome opportunity to get in front of the camera, the freedoms that we have because of our troops, I wanna thank God. We live in an amazing country, an amazing time to be able to get in front of the camera and just fly airplanes and share this experience with you guys. And I hope everybody enjoys and appreciates Veterans Day for what it is. And we are so forever thankful for everyone that's ever fought and given their lives to us and our country so that we can do this. Hats off, even with hat hair, to you guys and women and men. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. A massive thanks to our Patreon supporters too, because without you guys, we could not do what we do. You fuel the fire, and we thank you guys so much as well. And we'll have another cool airplane video popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you